God Shiva speaks. The Father says, by following I, God Shiva, the one Father of all souls, Shiv Baba, point of light Father, Srimad, elevated directions, you Brahmins, the more-born creations of Prajapita Brahma souls, will not be impure for the first half of the next world cycle, which is the golden aged heaven, gateway to heaven, the 22nd of March 2022. God Shiva speaks. The Father says, in the golden aged heaven, Radha and Krishna do not marry each other in order to become impure. There in heaven all are pure. Children is born there through the power of yoga. Just as you Brahmins, the more-born creations of Prajapita Brahma souls, is becoming the masters of the new pure world of heaven through the power of yoga. Remembrance of me, God Shiva, the one Father of all souls, Shiv Baba, point of light Father, gateway to heaven, the 22nd of March 2022. God Shiva speaks. The Father says, you Brahmins, the more-born creations of Prajapita Brahma souls, now know from me, God Shiva, the one Father of all souls, Shiv Baba, point of light Father, myself, that there is an incorporeal world and a corporeal world. The incorporeal world is called Brahman, that is the world of the great element of light, the land of peace, and also called the soul world, which is the place of residence for all of us souls. Brahman is I, Shiv Baba's home, gateway to heaven, the 22nd of March 2022. God Shiva speaks. The Father says, I, God Shiva, the one Father of all souls, Shiv Baba, point of light Father, sends you souls from the incorporeal world, that is Brahman, the world of the great element of light, also called the soul world, to this corporeal world, also called earth, to play your parts in this world drama. Just as there is a tree of souls in Brahman, in the same way there is a tree of souls with bodies in this corporeal world earth. The example of a non-living tree is given of how the roots of the tree is underground. In the same way, the human world tree is called an inverted tree because the root of the human world tree is up above in the soul world, which is me, Shiv Baba. Each religion has its own separate section there in the soul world. Gateway to Heaven, the 22nd of March 2022. God Shiva speaks. The Father says, I, God Shiva, the one Father of all souls, Shiv Baba, point of light Father, explains that Krishna is not God. He is a human being with divine virtues, a deity, residence of heaven. Brahma, Vishnu, and Shankar is residents of the subtle region. The status of Prajapita Brahma is higher than that of Vishnu, just as the status of you Brahmins, the more-born creations of Prajapita Brahma souls, is higher than that of the deities, because at this time you are spiritual social workers. You give souls of human beings the injection of purity and yoga, remembrance of me, Shiv Baba. Only you Brahman souls make Bharat into heaven at this time. This is why there is greater praise for those of you who make it that. Although you will become deities in the future, at the present time you are Brahmins, who is doing service to the whole world. As deities, you will not do this service. Your service is to make Bharat, which is the residence of hell, into the residence of heaven. Gateway to Heaven, the 22nd of March 2022. God Shiva speaks. The Father says, they call themselves followers of sannyasis, but they do not become sannyasis themselves, so that is a lie. Nowadays there is a lot of deception. Householders become gurus, spiritual guides, but they do not observe the discipline of purity. Gateway to Heaven, the 22nd of March 2022.